smashing. How much were these?
I can't remember. About 15 quid or something, weren't they? At the time. Jim.
What?
I said, I think they'd cost you about, I think they were about 15 quid or something like that at the time, weren't they?
What?
Your gloves.
Ah.
Smashing.
So.
Oh, sorry to be scared.
Right there. No, no worries. No worries. They'll be back.
Yes, they always come back. See, look, there's over there.
There we go. We'll come back now. That one's sitting up there, James. Look.
It sense that.
Oh, it's coming. Look at
Posing.
me.
Look at me, I'm a Robin. Where's Batman? Every Robin needs a Batman.
There's another one. Look. And the tree.
Gosh, it's Robin Fest today.
Yeah.
Robin 1, Robin 2 and Robin 3.
Hello.
I think all the Robins like us today.
Two of them over there now.
Could leave that in for comedic value.
No. You okay? Hey? You alright? Right there. You okay, darling?
Look at that lovely herd of male cows with some females.
Yeah.
Where is that? Mugdock.
Very interesting, that jet there.
Aye, what's it up to?
Well, you see, it was flying across there and in a brief moment something in the bottom of it shined in the sun.
Aye.
But the thing is that jets are painted white so that that doesn't happen. So whatever's on the bottom of it is made of metal.
No, that's not ongoing. That's what do you call that? I can't remember. I'll find that out later.
I don't know what that was, but I presume that would have been an officer station to oversee the running of that main bit down there. Had a hair in my tongue there. Look, it's up the moon.
Ancient for now.
Looks like they're all males anyway, so it looks like they're all males anyway, so it won't be aggressive. As you can see here, I'm stood just about in the centre of one of the fitments for the ACAC guns, as I nickname them. They are the anti-aircraft guns that were used during the Second World War. Obviously they are no longer here, as they were removed shortly after the war ended, but I can still tell you plenty about them. They were used to deter German attacks on major cities such as Glasgow and Clyde, as there was a lot of shipbuilding during the time for the war effort. And obviously there are shelters placed around the fitment for soldiers that were on duty here, operating the guns and ammunition storage. And you can imagine that working here all day, all night, you cannot relieve your post until you're relieved of duty. So yeah, not fun being a soldier. Now obviously, continuing on from what I just said about it not being particularly fun to be a soldier, you can imagine that firing an anti-aircraft gun of a calibre of goodness knows how big, much more than airsoft, we'll put it that way, the recoil must have been absolutely incredible, because I mean these weapons, they were massive. They had to fire incredibly fast shots to even stand a chance of ripping through the steel of a flying aircraft. And the recoil, as I just said, would have been terrible. You're sitting on a steel seat, it could have been freezing cold. You know, you're loading the weapon, you're firing off, because they weren't even just single shots. They had that kind of firing rate, and your wrists probably got a heck of a beating firing these things. I mean, broken bones or fractures could have been suffered for all I know. As you can see there, you're getting a better view of the gun fitments. Now obviously the guns were situated in one place, but they had joints leading to the actual barrel of the weapon, which could rotate on a 360 axis, and it was 180 up and down, meaning you had a pretty fair range to attack any incoming aircraft. As you can see here, I'm currently stood in what would have been, and still sort of is, the walkway to the anti-aircraft operations room. Follow me in. Officers and women from the ATS, I believe that would be the who knows, it's an abbreviation for something, I'll check that later, work within this control centre to coordinate incoming and outgoing communication and the gun placements. It is possible that this operation covered several sites within the area. This compartment is bunkered and below the ground. The walls are 18 inches thick and the ceiling has deep reinforced concrete in the event of bombings, most likely to protect the people inside. It's suggested that local materials have been used to construct this gun site. It's believed that Black Hill Brickworks in Summerston in Glasgow supplied most of the materials. A command post like this one may have commanded the fire control instruments using a predictor, height finder and radar equipment, where a radio beam formed a triangular movement up to and from the attacking aircraft. This was translated to the gunners for shooting. This method could and would be very successful in targeting enemy planes. Strategically sighted radar masts were sighted within the area and helped to support a number of gun sites as well. As for the rest of the innards of the building, I'm not entirely sure what would have been what. However, we can still give you a little tour around, so come along and we will show you. I had to make an educated guess that might have been the point for the gunner to set the weapon out in the event that the gun placement was overrun, but that was probably unlikely since the Germans didn't make it very far. I believe those lead to the outside, so those might have been air vents. And this room is another entrance to the site.
Nope. Nope.
One of the cows made it in. Oh my god, why did it just get so much louder? I can't even feel my phone. Oh, balls, like I've time travelled again. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay, I need to go and investigate.
Private yet? What are you doing here in the operations room? Get your ass back to ground placement right now.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Commander. I got lost. Well, as you can see here, I'm stood with a lovely pair of nipple binoculars because I'm going to take a moment to admire the lovely view that can be seen from the gun emplacements. Both with the naked eye and with the binoculars, you can see the city skyline and the hills over in the distance that I'm not entirely sure what their names are, but anyone else that knows, feel free to mention it in the comments. So, while you're here, feel free to do so yourself, and I'm going to just take a moment.
Hello everybody, thanks again for watching another in our series of the Mugdock Country Park videos, this time at the gun emplacement. We are still improving and we're getting better each time. We hope you enjoyed the little skit that we did of Private Yak and Commander Unicorn time warping, going back in time. There will be more of these. If you like them, let us know in the comments down below, and if you would please subscribe, and we'll see you next week.